Thanks, Emily. We are zipping north of the border now for a look at all there is to see and do this summer at the Toronto Zoo. From polar bears to gentle giant pandas, Canada's premier zoo has animals every member of the family will enjoy. Joining us for a look at summer 2014 is Cynthia Shipley. Now, there's so much to talk about. Let's start by doing a little bit of a brief overview of what the Toronto Zoo has to offer this summer.
Well, the Toronto Zoo has to offer Canada's only giant pandas, and probably the closest for you guys. So Urshan and Dam Mao, they're amazing. They're here until 2018 at the Toronto Zoo. They're in for breeding, and who knows, maybe one day soon we'll have a panda cub. Fingers crossed.
And we were taking a look at some video of the panda bears. I was up there for International Polar Bear Day, and I did have a chance to talk to some of the people that work with the pandas, and they're absolutely hilarious to watch. They're really engaging.
They are very funny, and as you can see, they were eating some bamboo. That's 99% of their diet, and they eat about anywhere from 25 to 80 pounds per day.
Now we're looking at some footage. We just saw some footage of the polar bears. But before we get to them, you did bring one of the giant pandas with you.
I did. Urshan I brought. She's over there.
Right over there. We're going to take a shot of Urshan.
We had to get her own passport. First trip to Buffalo.
She's having an absolute blast. Now, we were just talking about the polar bears.
Yes.
We also caught up with the polar bears, of course, while we were there, and you did have a polar bear cub. While we were there, it was not named, so can you give us a little catch-up?
Definitely. When you were there, it was small and unnamed. It is now large and named Humphrey. So getting big, loving his pool, and just wowing the crowds. He's adorable still, though, but he is getting big.
And there was some bear talk that he is learning how to swim right now.
He is. He loves his ball. He loves to swim. He also loves to just laze around and sleep in the sun. So what a life to have.
And there's so many other things that you can do at the Toronto Zoo. So people that have seen the panda bears, seen the polar bears, they're going to the next step. What are some other of your favorite attractions?
Well, one of the most exciting things that we've got is we have a new Tundra Air zipline ride. It goes over the Tundra Truck area. So you're up. It goes 48 kilometers. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is in miles. Across, and then brings you back. It's about a 2-minute ride, and it brings you can actually, from an aerial view, see the polar bears and the wolves, and that's new. That'll be opening soon. We also have a new giraffe exhibit opening later in the summer, or in the next couple of weeks, soon. And in that exhibit will be Mastari, our baby giraffe. She's adorable. She's beautiful.
And one of the really cool things about the Toronto Zoo is how it's set up. It's set up where all the animals that would be similar in similar habitats are displayed similarly, right?
Well, definitely. It's one of the largest zoos in the world. It's over 710 acres, and it is set up zoo geographically. So if you were visiting the Africa area, the plant life in there is is representative of Africa, plus the animals in that area. So it is very educational but fun and set up in a beautiful way. It's a great zoo to come. You want to spend about 3 to 4 hours. We're only a couple of hours across the border. I mean, you, of course, have an amazing zoo with the Buffalo Zoo. But again, if you're looking for something to do this summer with the kids being off school, or you're looking to do something for July 4th and get out of town, we're a great place to come and visit and also make a couple of days of it. I mean, Toronto is an amazing city. Toronto Zoo rocks, of course, but there's also other great things to see and do there.
And of course, like you said, it's the closest zoo with giant pandas.
Correct.
Only about 2 hours, give or take a few minutes to get there. So for people that want a little bit more information on the Toronto Zoo, where can they head to find out admission price and all
definitely, they can check out torontozoo.com, and that will give you details. And something to know, we're not for profit, and your money that you pay for admissions and parking and everything else goes to supporting the conservation efforts that we do. And this year, in 2014, we're celebrating 40 years of saving and protecting species. So you're not just making a fun day of it, you are also helping support conservation.
And one of the best parts of the road trip along the way, there are lots of Tim Hortons to stop
There's
at.
always Tim Hortons stops, definitely. And get a beaver tail at the Toronto Zoo. That is very Canadiana, and it's a pastry, and it's very fun and yummy, and so you just make a lovely day of it.
I'll have to write that one. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for coming in. And of course, Urshan, too. But